climate change is now being fully recognized as part of the WTO agenda. All stars have now aligned for a real change. What should that change be about? In short, we have to boldly move a big step beyond what we have been doing in the past. In the past, the law of this land was the WTO does not stand in the way of environmental policies. For the future, the law of this land ought to be the WTO fully enables environmental policies.
We have a lot to partner with World Trade Organization about, and with the crisis that we're confronting about the loss of biodiversity, more than ever it's important to pass the message on about consumption and of these wild species of animals and plants, and how we can work together to avoid overexploitation. Trade can support this, but it has to be well-regulated trade. It has to be that we know that we won't overexploit these marine species, these plant species, these tree species, these animal species, and make sure that everything is permitted in the right way, and that we know that every stakeholder is involved to make sure that we have these for future generations to come. You have to have a long-term vision. You can't only think about what you're going to get out of it today in terms of profit. If you want that business to continue, if you want to still have jobs for your employees, you have to think long-term, and you have to invest in those resources, in nature, in those habitats, in those animals, in those plants, to be able to make sure that that business can continue for a long period to come.
The relationship between trade and the three conventions, like the Basel, Rotterdam, and Stockholm conventions, which deal with chemicals and waste, has shown that there are strong linkages between the movement of goods and services, but also the movement of waste and its impact on the environment. The relationship between our conventions, the multilateral environment conventions, and trade issues are now stronger than before. A lot of the products that we are designing today are designed to be thrown away once we're done with it. And we need to change that philosophy. And this is where the discussions with the trade organization becomes vital. Because trade cannot only be one way, where you're trading in products and services, but also you are trading in what we call, I won't call it waste. The WTO creates this platform where we can move towards what I will call the sustainable approach to trade, where everybody benefits. The plastics issue is the visible kind of planetary boundary that has really pushed us to show us clearly that we need to work together.